Hi guys, how's it going? You're joining me from a very cold workshop with my latest marketplace find buy. And yeah, we're gonna weld the diff, turn into a drift car at some point, but today we're just gonna start off by giving it a good little service, welding the diff, check over it, see what the underneath's like, see if it's rusty or not, because I haven't had a look at the underneath yet. Hopefully it's not rusty. Yeah. So as you can see, this is just the plain black 325 coupe. It's got a sunroof. That's literally the only option extra it's got. It's SE, so non-M Sport. Pretty shit. It hasn't even got a armrest. It's fairly basic interior. It's fairly clean as levers. Can have a look. I bought it for £1,900, which I thought was a pretty good deal, considering the car is actually pretty mint. It's definitely had some paintwork done at some point because it is way too clean for the age. And yeah, let's see what it's at underneath. So let's have a look. The main bits that I'm worried about is mainly the rear end, which is where they normally rust. So you can see battery tray's got the usual rust. That's literally nothing. The suspension components, they look alright. Nothing to be concerned about. Subframe mounting point looks alright. Everything looks good. Train line pocket, it's fine. They normally rust along here as well. It's got a little bit of rust. It's nothing major. Same on this side. So it's slightly worse, but overall it's not too bad. And moving on to the front, all the suspension components, they all look good. Slight oil leak from the engine, that's usual for these petrols. But other than that, underneath is looking fairly solid, so time to change the oil now. So I decided to go with castor oil, man air filter, fairly standard, good. Should keep the car alive for as long as possible, hopefully. So while this is my winter beater, this black E46 coupe, I have also got this Boston Green 328 E36 running an M50 turbo, 490 horsepower, 540 foot-pound of torque. It is an absolute monster. And then not only that, we've also got this, well, I'll show you that, the turbo coupe. We've got this 316i automatic. It might look like shit, but underneath the paintwork, well, not the paintwork is shit, but underneath, rust-wise, it is immaculate. It's a Jersey car, so they don't salt the roads there, which means there's no rust. So even though it's got no lacquer left, it's got plenty of good metal on it. It's a very good base, and I've also got a spare M50 non-Vanos over here that we are hopefully going to turbo as well, and then put into the red coupe to go well with the green coupe as well, which will be quite good. So here is my 328 Sport Boston Green coupe with an M50 turbo. It's a fairly simple setup. It's just got a decompression plate, Pulsar G30 770 turbo, Audi R8 coil packs or VAG coil packs, you can call them whatever you want to. And yeah, I like to keep my cars looking fairly standard, so from the outside there's not much that gives it away. This car needs quite a bit of work during the winter. The paintwork is a bit it was worse for wear, so it's gonna need a bit of a fresh up. The headliner's sagging, but overall this car's really good condition. We've just spent the last year rebuilding it, nut and bolt restoration. I'll try and put some pictures in. This is a very good car and really rare to find these days. So we've found this one as well. This is really good. You can see how nice and crisp the arches are on it. If you look at that, the arches are mint. Don't worry about the lacquer. That's nothing. We can always get the paintwork sorted out. I'd rather have a rust-free shell than good paint. So that's that. That's the M50 non-Vanos we got going into that. But it is a long project and it's probably going to take a while, so that will be at some point after this car as well. So this is the 2.5 litre twin Vanos or dual Vanos engine. They're not very known for being the most reliable and known for having quite a few issues, just like the 3 litres, but I think we should be fine. The engine itself looks fairly dry. Normally they're prone to leaking, or the rock cover gasket leaks and then you get oil everywhere. The steering reservoir, that's normal for them to be sort of oily. But all the engine bay is nice and standard. I like how I still got the standard air filter, because once people put aftermarket cone filters on this, it just makes it shit, because you get the hot air from the engine getting sucked in rather than fresh air like BMW have designed it to go straight into it.
Character.
We just pulled the diff out. It's on the floor over there, ready for welding now.
So then, why?